Hey everyone, welcome back to another deck profile for Yamato Set 9 One Piece TCG. Hope we're having a great New Year's. This is, at first glance, you might say, what is this list? Where's the consistency? It just looks like a bunch of mess. It kind of is. It's what a lot of Yamatos kind of become. There's just a lot of great aggressive yellow cards, triggers, and Hody Jones. There's a lot of people have been trying to crack Yamato over the few sets we've had the leader, and I don't personally play lists like this too much. I more play my just probably arguably worse, just all Wano build that you might have seen. I'll leave a link down in the description to my other Yamato list, but there were some really good yellow cards in set 9, so let's try them out. But before we get into the deck list, make sure to leave a like in the video, subscribe, and also if you guys are going to be picking up anything off a TCG player, I have my affiliate link in the description. If you want to help support the channel, click the link before you buy anything and it'll help support me. But let's get into this. We got Yamato, green and yellow leader, 4 life, 5k power, double attack, activate main once per turn. If your opponent has 3 or less life cards, attach 2 Restodon to one of your characters. Pretty good. However, double attack, you're kind of giving your opponents resources at the same time. Yes, you can get rather aggressive and finish out games pretty quickly, but sometimes giving them more cards can not work in our favor. Yamato has never really been the top of the meta, but it is a very fun deck and arguably not that expensive of one to pick up. Minus the Shirahoshi blocker, this has gone absolutely crazy. Do not buy this card right now. It is skyrocketing. Depending on when you watch this video, it might be relevant, but right now, very expensive. Would not buy it. I would just replace this with something else. I don't know. There's Brulee blocker. It doesn't do the same thing, but a blocker. But let's get into the deck list. We got 4 Izo, 2k counter, 3 costs, rest of 4 costs on character on play. Really good 2k counter. Again, we're going to be swinging at life a lot of the time, so resting blockers, really great. Speaking of resting blockers, we got 4 Hody Jones, 7-8 rush on play. Rest a total of 2 of your opponent's characters and or Don, and then take the top card from your life to your hands. Really great, because if your opponent is at 3 or less life, we can play Hody, use our leader ability, attach 2 rested Don to Hody. Now we have a 7-10k rush. Pretty good, pretty good. I will say arguably missing out of this list is like an Amaru, something like that. Actually might make space for one or 2 of them real quick. Hold on. Listen. 2 cards isn't crazy, but I just want to make room for it because going for game towards the end, a great play we can do is you can play out Hody, use Amaru on our leader, buff up to 8k, maybe use that 10th Don to go 9 and then 10. Pretty good way to split, if they have 1 blocker and a life or 2 blockers and 1 life, right? Next, we got the Shirahoshi blocker, the 2 cost, 0k power, 1k counter blocker. And then when this character is KO'd by your opponent's effects, place the top card from your deck to the top of your life, meaning they just can't KO it through any effects, like it reads, or else you'll get to heal. So they have to bottom deck it or just swing into it, maybe rest it to get around it, but it's not really easy to get through this card. You'll most likely get the value of blocking with it. I don't think there will be ever a time where your opponent just KOs it with effect to heal you. Next, we got 4 Cracker. This is a really great card. I've always loved this for Yamato. 4/5 1k counter. If your opponent has, if you have less life than your opponent, this character gains double attack and plus 1000 power. That plus 1000 power lasts for your opponent's turn 2 if they still have more health than you, right? Which is unlikely if you got either a double attack off with this character or your leader, but it is still something to keep in mind if they did block out by chance, Next, we got Satori, 2k counter, 5/5. It's just a trigger body. Pretty good. I do like Frankie a bit too, but he is a little bit conditional in the fact that you have to have 2 or less life to play out the Frankie. If we had space for another 2k counter, arguably you could replace the Hiyori with it, but I love Hiyori as a 2k yell counter. Just being able to put the 0 cost into our life, beautiful. But honestly, since we're not playing the Wano package to heal this back up to life. Is it the best? We could take this out for Frankie, honestly, but also being able to put in any of our trigger bodies like Okiku or Onami, really great too. Getting ahead of myself. Next, we got Onami. This card is so beautiful in Yamato as a 4-of. On play, give one of your leader characters banish. That's a double attack banish. Really great. And it's only 2 Dawn, so you can play it out early to basically make your opponent counter out, right? Say you're on 4 Dawn, 5 Dawn, 6 Dawn. Like you play this out, put the rest of the Dawn on leader, swing like 7, 8, or 9, depending. They're more than likely going to counter out rather than lose 2 cards to banish. So it's a great way to make sure your opponent just doesn't get a huge hand size. Next, we got Okiku, 4/6, no counter. And on KO, if your opponent has 3 or less life, you heal 1. And again, this 6k swing becomes 8k with our leader ability. Really great. And it's also, if your opponent has 3 or less life, play this card. It is a really amazing character to swing with, apply pressure, because with Yamato, the problem comes in that you're going to want to attach a lot of Dawn on your leader to swing, to apply pressure that way. But that just means you're not playing out a lot of characters, which does suck towards the late game, right? So Okiku being a card that most people aren't going to KO or swing into is pretty good. Now, at this point of the game, there's a lot of trash effects plus bottom decks. So this isn't as sticky of a body, but it is still rather good. Next, we got the Hiyori 2k counter. On play, you may put the top or bottom card from your life into your hand. Put up to 1 card from your hand on the top of your life. Just important to note the order of that, right? You can take the top or bottom card, but you can only put to the top. So again, this is a way you can stack your life early if you want to play out like Okiku or a Cracker, right? I'd probably just put Okiku out. You know, it's a way we can get a non-counter card from our hand to our life that we can just play out for free anyway. Same with Nekomamushi. Or something that you want to like stack for, say you need to heal, you're at 1 life. You've replaced that life with the 1 cost or 0 cost event. You've just ensured that you're gonna at least survive 1 more swing, right? Or you could put the Amaru too, something like that. Next we got Nekomamushi, 4 copies, 4/5, 1k counter. Dawn ×2, this character can also attack your opponent's active characters. I think this is arguably like the most important one of the Wano like 4 cost bodies that trigger out besides Okiku. Being able to attack active characters, like this applies pressure in a lot of ways. This can clear blockers for your leader to get through, or if you're playing against an opponent that has like a lot of bodies that you kind of want to get through, this can be a way to attack active characters, right? For pretty decent numbers, because again, that 2 Dawn can come from your leader's ability, which gets you pretty decent value. Just a way to apply pressure to your opponent's board if you need to do that. But for the most part, if we're going to be just swinging at life, this is a great way to get through blockers, right? Say they put out a Shirahoshi blocker, right? Maybe you don't have anything to rest with it, but you can just attach 2 Dawn, swing 7 into it. Pretty good. Next, we got Nico Robin, one of the first new cards from set 9. This is, in theory, a really great card. However, for Yamato, that is, your opponent has to be 3 or more life, and then they trash their top card of their life. It is 6 Dawn, though. So, basically, this helps reward us if our opponent is countering out a lot, blocking out a lot, right? There's 2 scenarios. Either on your 3 to 5 Dawn turns, you're stacking Dawn on your leader, swinging into your opponent's life. They either take it and go down to like 3 or 2 life. If they're a 5 life leader, you can still use this, obviously. But say they're a 4 life leader, they go down to 2. That's great. You got them down to 2 life. If not, they're countering out. They have less cards in their hand. And then on our later turn, you can just play this and trash their life even more, which just denies more cards from the hand. That is like the same game plan as Onami, right? If you swing 7 or 8 on your like 3, 4 Dawn turn, and then they counter out. Next turn, you can put on Onami. to hit them even harder with Banish, right? Denying more cards from their hand. It's a really good character, but it just comes out a little bit later in the game. So chances are maybe you don't get to use it, but if you do, really good, really good. So 3 copies of that. We got 3 copies of the Rush Ace 5/7. On play, if you have 2 or less life, this character gains Rush. And then again, if you just played him and your opponent is at 3 or less life, you can attach 2 Rested Dawn to make him a 5/9k Rush. Really great, but he is a dead card. So just 3 copies. Next, getting into our events, we got Straw Sword. 2 Dawn, rest one of your opponent's characters. No cost restrictions. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. It does come from a starter deck, so unless you played a while back, you might not have this card. Just something to keep in mind. Really good though, for just 2 Dawn. Pretty amazing, pretty amazing. Say you need to go for game, your opponent has like 3 blockers up, but no life. Hody Jones, play this, give Hody 2 Rested Dawn, boom, you're swinging in for 10 to 11k, rest 3 blockers, pretty great. Same with Amaru, 2 Dawn, one of your leader or characters gains plus 3000 power. And then if your life is 1 card or less, rest up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 4 less. This is conditional though, has to be a 4 cost, but just another way to get through blockers towards the late game. Next, we got 3 0 cost events. We do have a lot of bricks in this deck, but a decent amount of 2Ks and 1K counter though. Trash a card from your hand, leader characters gets plus 3000, and then if this is the last card in your life, you essentially trash 1 card to heal 1 life. Pretty good. Again, we can put that into our life with Hiyori if it's our last life. Next, the only other new card from set 9, Darashi. This is a 3 cost searcher event. Look at top 5, reveal 2 cards with trigger, and put them into your hand other than Darashi. This way we can find anything with trigger, right? Our Onami, or Kiku, Cracker, right? Robin, a lot of our events, all of our events have triggers, right? So we can search up all the events other than Darashi. Only 2 copies because, again, a lot of dead cards. But that's the list. Again, not the typical list that I run with Yamato, but very... the structure of this is pretty standard to what you'd probably see in set 9. I don't know. Let me know what you think of the list down in the comments and let us get into some games. Okay, well, okay. I promise this wasn't planned. It's crazy. I've not played against Kinemon. I'll be honest. We'll keep, I should say. Because we got Onami. So this is an example I can show where I'll swing 8 here. If he gives me 2k, okay. If he gave me 2k counter, then next turn we can play Onami to punish him even more. Let's trash... let's trash Okiku. Just trash our non-counter cards. Right? But since he took, now he's just down to 3 life. So we can attach Rested. Ooh, I don't like that. I wish I had a blocker. Oh well. I'll get a lot of cards out of this. Now we can swing 7 because he's at 3 or less life. We can attach that. Right, so just burning cards out of his hand. We could be in trouble here if he just stacks. If I'm him, I'm probably just going to stack him. Yeah. We can get out of this, though. I don't want to get rid of Hody, though. But I'll be smart and do that. Yeah. Yep. Sure. He gave me a lot of counter last turn. If he has 2 2Ks, you know, is what it is. Because I want to kind of play out Nekomamushi. Okay, cool. So play out Nekomamushi. We can give Onami 2 Rested Dawn to swing 5. I gotta be honest, I don't know what Kinemon has gotten in recent support. I think he's got some support coming in like set 10 or so. Down to 2 life, not bad. Which is a great place for Yamato to be against a leader with only 2 life left. And something else on the board. Okay. Ryuma. Hey. I can save that. Nice. Wait, let's see. Okay. Okay. Let's just go for it. Did I have it? Ah, GG. I said it was just funny seeing two Landwana leaders. Blackbeard. Don't really like it. The only good part about this is that if he denies our on plays, this Hody just becomes a rush card that we can swing 10 with, and we don't have to take our life. But Ace is not the move, I don't think, here. It depends. It depends. I don't know if he really... that's unfortunate. Okay. Takes the searcher event. Okay. Kind of feel like I have to swing into that. No, I'm not scared of giving him another search. You really always should swing into the repeat searchers, right? I'm just giving him so many. But I'll just play out a Nekomamushi next turn. He searched. Got a Shiryu. Okay. Let's hoping to get a Vasco shot. Alright, let's go. Okay. Play out the Okiku. Kikunojo. You search, found another Shiryu. I'll defend my life a little bit. But yeah, I don't know if, like... You never know with Yamato. Like, the lists are always so odd that you never know really what to expect with the on plays. Oh, okay. I got healed. He used the finger pistol. Fair enough. No on plays. Here's the fun part. I don't take a life. I get to swing 10. And 8 Dawn. He could stack a let's see. What can I go? 10. No, I can just get not enough. Unfortunate. Womp womp. Let's go 6 at life, play out 2 Nekomamushi. He can't freeze them both. Getting through some of his counter. Yep. There. I feel like I can win the long game here by playing out some characters. Let's see. So I can't rest nothing. Let's kill that blocker. Interesting. Oh, whoops. Oh, that one can't attack. I'm so stupid. Oh, I'm so stupid. I could have actually rested his... I just realized. I played that really dumb. I completely forgot that that one can attack. Completely forgot. And then comes out the Tembeard to freeze my Hody. Oh. I can rest that, I guess. No on plays. I'll keep it in my back pocket. Just because he doesn't know, right? He doesn't know. I don't really know if I need the Onami right now. But I can't play out 2 Kikunojo. I guess I'll take it just for a counter. Go 6 at life. Apply some kind of pressure. I could have gone more. Could have gone 8. Couple mistakes, yeah, but we still can maybe recover with the straw sword. Right. Interesting. We'll get rid of his blocker. He'll probably be tempted to swing with one of these guys, maybe. Does he have another one? Okay, no, he doesn't. We might be able to go for game next turn. Because Doc Q. Okay. Does he have a Laboon or something to KO? I'm going to defend this to try and get him to swing with one of his blockers. Yep, because I can rest the other one. Laboon. Okay. Laboon Doc Q to kill my Nekamamushi. This is where we go for game. This is where we go for game. Okay. No on plays. That's fine. I'll just rest your blocker. You have 3 cards in hand. So 1, 2. He could KO it with an event. So 8, 9, 10, 11. That leaves me 5 left. 9, and I'll go 10. We'll go 10, 11. Yeah, 10, 11. 10, 11's fine. I still have 4 life. He's like, oh my God. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? God. Okay, so I wouldn't have got it. All right, let's just go for put him down to 0, I guess. Well, okay. Hopefully we get some trigger bodies out of life. Maybe he doesn't want to KO this. That was our best chance with the straw sword. If only we had a Maru or something. He got another Martial D Teach, but he had to use a Searcher for, so he can't play that out right now. Just get more bodies. We just got to get more bodies. If we can get a Hody, we win. Because we can't rest them, but it's still a rush card. Our ace can't... Yeah, unfortunate. Does he kill the Kikanojo? Blocker. Oh, third blocker. Oh my goodness. A third blocker. Okay, he has no counter though. Is he going to kill my Kikanojo? No. All right. I don't have enough Dawn to swing over both of them, but I know for a fact you can't... You don't have counter, so you'll have to block out of one of these. Yep. Unfortunate, because I don't get to kill his 10 cost, right? But he can't get through my blocker, right, without healing me. Unless he just lets me block with it. Okay. No, unfortunate. Jeez Louise. Okay, well. You'll lose one of those big old blockers, you know? We have 2 life, a blocker that he can't really get rid of, and he doesn't have the best... Okay, well, Liberation gets rid of that. Great. So... I need to get out of a 12k swing? What is this rest? Play 1 Supernova. No. Okay, but I can go +6, so I can go 11, so I need a 2k. Oh, that's perfect. Trash. I guess it doesn't matter. That's perfect. Yay. Yep, GG. We had a straw sword anyway, but we had a character, so it didn't matter. We could have split, right? GG. A few mistakes there for sure. But honestly, I haven't played a lot of Blackbeard recently. I feel like the deck's fallen off favor a little bit. It gets more support in set 10 with the 6 cost event for sure. So it'll come back, I feel like a lot more then, but right now I feel like I've fallen out of practice a little bit with it. That was good that our next card was Hody though too. Pretty lucky at the end though, not gonna lie. We got Nami. Okay, this has always been a weird matchup for me. We got Cracker. I mean, maybe we can trash a life. That would be pretty good. That is unfortunate for us. We'll have to kill that. And we pass. We will not be able to get Ace's Rush, but he is a great character to have on board. It can't get easily bounced back. I'm going to swing and search with their Nami Searcher. They take the Impel Down All-Stars. I don't know. I didn't think that was a card you wanted in your hand as Nami, but I don't really know. I guess they can trash it with Kaya. Sure. Maybe that was their only option, you know, because it has to be a blue event. And if they're going to Kaya anyway, yeah, fair enough. Trash the White Snake. Interesting. Interesting. We'll swing 5 at Nami. Hope it dies. 2 Dawn. Yay. Okay. Cracker. Next turn we can Robin. Trash a life. Or do I want to swing to get them down to 3 life? Ah, the blocker. Okay. Okay. Well, no Dawn though. Interesting. 2 blockers though. Trash the target card of your deck. I feel like people haven't run this card in a while, right? Just swing, probably get him to block. Yep. Lost a peel off, kind of crazy. And they lost the Snake Dance. We will pass because I can't get double attack with Cracker, so I'm not going to swing with them. Also, I just realized that I have to Hody Jones next turn too. Swing big with Cracker. At life, probably use Robin and something else to kill the Marguerite, right? Yep. Okay, so we'll rest. Ooh, that's good. We'll swing 6 at you because we'll need him dead next turn anyway. Attach Dawn. Okay. Oh, you're not at. I just realized you're not at 3 life. So I can't use Cracker. Okay. Bounce the Kai back. That's fine. That's fine. We can still use Cracker next turn. Amaru helps too. Blocker. Kaya. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, perfect. Rest. Now I'm in range for Ace too. Let's go 8, 9. 9 double attack. Do I want him to trash the top card of his deck? Like, do I need to kill this? I have other cards to rest it, like the Straw Sword. If he blocks out of this double attack, then we'll probably get the other double attack, maybe. It's just a 5k swing, but at least get him down to 3 life, hopefully. Okay. Swing 5. He used a few Snake Dances, so... Okay. Swing... let's swing 6. We can probably afford to. Yep. Okay, swing to 8, and then 10. Hopefully get him down on 1 life. 21 cards, 1 life. We have a pretty decent turn next turn. We can rest 2 blockers for 4 Dawn. Nami, Kaya. At least it's 3 Dawn out of the picture. So we'll rest that blocker yours. Go 10. 11. Just do a big swing first. Feel like just get a lot of their Dawn out of the way, right? And we can honestly just use the Amaru for buffing purposes to swing higher. So swing 11 again. 3 Dawn left. No blocker. Okay, they take. Just stack the rest. 11 at life. Hopefully gets through. 1 Dawn left. Bounce a Kaya back. 13, go 5, 14, 5, GG. Whew, getting close. But those are the games. Again, it's not the typical list that I would run with Yamato, but we had a pretty decent showing for like how good some of the cards can be, I would say. You know, Straw Sword, if you see a lot of Blackbeard, I feel like you bump this up just to get those 10 costs down so you can swing at life, right? Like, this is kind of crucial for that, you know? Just 2 Dawn to rest that huge 10 cost blocker. Kind of crazy, kind of crazy. I feel like people aren't running as many like 4 cost blockers, you know? The more popular that Blackbeard is, the less popular like Rob Lucci is, I think. So you would probably see less Gecko Rebecca combos coming out, which this helps you rest those Rebecca blockers, right? The most popular 4-cost blocker that you'll probably see in the meta right now is going to be Rebecca. So this is what that would hit. But, you know, definitely some things you could change around. That's like the beauty of this type of list, though. Since it is just a bunch of random good cards, you can kind of customize it for the cards that you want and what kind of fits your local scene, or, you know, however you want to play. But that is the deck list. Again, I'll probably play a different Yamato list soon that probably arguably could be worse than this, but it is pretty fun. But yeah, let me know what you think of the leader of the deck list down in the comments. If you've been playing Yamato, let me know. I've been playing since set 6 off and on. Definitely a fun leader. Yeah, let me know down in the comments what you think. Leave a like on the video, subscribe, and I hope to see you all in our next one. Bye-bye.